Morning, students. How are you all? Very good. You are keeping well and safe, isn't it? So, let's start studying physics. And today we will be discussing about the characteristics of sound. In the last class, we studied about the source of the sound, natural and man-made sounds. Today, in this class, we'll be discussing about characteristics of sound. Okay, so now let's say a hi. Hi. Just come on, tell me. Hi. Now, just say a hi to your siblings, to your father and your mother. Ask them also tell back a hi. So now do it. Okay, very good. So, did you see any difference? Do you feel any difference? When did you say a hi to your father? Did the father say hi back? So what did you observe? And it was the same as the sound of a mother or your sister? No, very good. All the sounds were different, isn't it? All the sounds were different. So your father's sound was different from your mother's. Your brother's sound was different from your sister's. So male and female sounds are different, isn't it? So now we can look what is the reason for this difference. Okay, so if you listen, we can hear a very pointing sound for females. It means very sharpened sound for females. But males have a bass sound, isn't it? Bass sound. But the females always have sweet and sharpened sound. So this is the difference comes from. It is about pitch. Okay. Now we can look a table. So here there is a table. As I told before, female voice and male voice are different. So we said pitch is the thing which makes them different, isn't it? So now I want to take all of you your science diary. Just take out a science diary and along with me you have to fill the table. Okay? There will be a table in the science diary and you have to fill along with the teacher. Okay? So we said the sharpened sound will be having high pitch and the bass sound will be having low pitch. Okay, so now we can classify the sound pairs. Here there are 3 sound pairs and now we can classify into which sound belongs to high pitch and low pitch. Okay, so now tell me which is among male voice and female voice which have high pitch. Yes, very good. Yes. So I'll be writing high pitches with this blue and low pitches with red. Okay. So from here, from among these sound pairs, female voice is the having high pitch. Female voice. So I'm writing along with me. Just write it. Okay. So the male voice is having low pitch. Low pitch means it's a bass sound, isn't it? The female is having sharpened sound. So male voice having low pitch. So I'm just writing male voice in low pitch. Okay. So the next sound pair is cuckoo's cry and lion's roar. So which have a sharpened sound. Sharpened sound. Yes, very good. The cuckoo's cry is having a sharpened sound. So which is a high pitch? Which sound has high pitch? Yes, cuckoo's cry. So I am going to write cuckoo's cry in a high pitch. Then lion's roar will be written in low pitch. Okay. So all of you write it in your notebook. Okay, very good. So next we are looking the third sound pairs. So it's given, it's crickets chirping and ducks quack. Which is sharpened sound? Which is sharpened sound? Yes, very good. So you learned it, isn't it? So cricket chirping is having high pitch. So we will be writing cricket chirping in the column of high pitch. So note down cricket chirping. And duck's quack is low pitch. It is bass sound. So we will be writing in low pitch. So it's all clear? Okay, so you all have filled the table, right? Okay, so you understood that high pitch and low pitch. So one of the characteristics of the sound is pitch. Okay. Now we can see a video in which 4 tumblers, same kind of tumblers, are filled with different amount of water, and we can observe what happens when we tap these each tumblers with a steel spoon. Okay, now watch the video.
So basically the 5 glasses made the exact same sound at the moment. Now I am going to pour water in the first glass with about a full cup, a little less in the second, a little less, a little less, and a tiny bit. I'm now going to tap these glasses once more, and I want you to listen out to the sounds they make. I am going to do it once more so you can listen again. What is the difference between the first time and now? The glass with the most amount of water makes a lower sound, and the glass with the least amount of water makes a higher sound. Why is that? Because when I hit the glass with this metal spoon, it causes something that is called a vibration in the water. Now, the more water there is in a glass, the slower the vibration is, and the lower the sound is. In the opposite end, the less amount of water in a glass, the faster the vibration and the higher the sound. That is why these five different glasses make different sounds because of the different water.
Observing the video, what did you understood? Yes. Yes, all the tumblers were producing different sounds, isn't it? So, which tumbler produced maximum sound? Yes, very good. And which tumbler produced the least sound? Yes, very good. And which tumbler produced high pitch? Very good. And which tumbler produced low pitch? Yes. So, we can conclude from this video what we've seen. Yes. Pitch depends upon the frequency of the substance. Isn't it? Yes. So, we studied about the characteristics of the sound, that is about pitch. Pitch. So, now you just watch another video. Yes, the video is about beating a chenda, isn't it? So, what happens when a chenda is beaten at very low sound, very slowly? It produces very low voice. And when the chenda is beaten very hard, what happens? It produces maximum sound. Now, I will show you a chart. Just you can observe the diagram and analyze it. Okay? So now, you can just see this diagram and observe it. So here there is a chenda, and just imagine what happens when it is beaten very strongly. What happens? Yes, it produces maximum sound, and it vibrates, its membrane vibrates very strongly, up and down very strongly. So this is the diagram. When beating the drum very hardly, the amplitude from the bass line will be high. So this is the diagram. You can just observe it. Okay. So if I am just tapping the drum or chenda very slowly, you can just see it will be producing very low voice. So this is the diagram of the membrane on beating lightly. So it just vibrates very lightly and the amplitude will be less. So the another characteristics of the sound is loudness. So loudness is the audibility, how much we can hear something, hear the sound. And loudness depends upon the amplitude of the sound wave. That's clear? Okay. So, we studied about the two characteristics of sound, that is pitch and loudness. Now, I hope you all have understood the portions we have discussed in this class, and I'll be giving you a homework. Just note it down. You have to identify the sound pairs in natures, and you have to write such 6 sound pairs in your science diary. And I'll be giving you an activity. You have to stretch a balloon into a mouth of a tumbler, and you just put some thermocol balls over on it, and just try to tap on it, and just slowly and very hardly. So just observe it and write your findings also in your science diary. And thank you, children, and we can meet in the next class.